Okay, so Donna Gamada. My name is Sage Blake. I'm a wanderer, storyteller, artist mature, and oh wow, I think I caught it just in time too, because I got the loading hiccup. This is Risk of Rain, specifically Risk of Rain 2. For those who might or might not know, a game was created a long time ago by Hopu Games, I believe their company name is, which was a multiplayer roguelike where you're tasked with exploring areas, trying to find the way to the next area, and every single time you go to a new area, you start with zero money. All of your money converts into XP once you kill the boss and move on. This is the sequel project to that. And it's been on running for at least a few years. How ironic, the safe travels. Please. Less known coordinates of the UES contact light. We're here, Captain. The distress beacon came from the exact coordinate. This planet. It isn't on any star maps we know. This area isn't even en route. Any visuals on the contact light? No, sir. Just debris. Any signs of survivors? No, sir. Byscanner's dark. Sir, the distress beacon, it mentioned a lot. Monsters and fighting and... Sir, do you think we're ready? Sir? This is Risk of Rain 2. While the original Risk of Rain was a platformer, side-scroller type roguelike, Risk of Rain 2 decides to go for an over-the-top, third-person shooter approach. And to massive success. Now, I picked this game up recently, about earlier this week, because it went on sale for half off. And in tandem with that, it was also to celebrate the release of their new DLC. Yeah, there's gonna be a whole bunch of DLC for this game. The first of which being Survivors of the Void. We're gonna be seeing little bits and pieces of it as I play, and it changes a lot. Well, that I can recognize. Because again, I don't exactly know everything about Risk of Rain 2, or even a third of Risk of Rain 2. I have played a little of it, as you could see, because I unlocked 3 characters. Actually, 2 characters, because Survivors of the Void comes with Railgunner by default. And I must say, I love Railgunner. I've also worked on some of Railgunner's achievements, specifically to get an additional secondary and an additional special. The utility is going to take a lot of work, because dealing 1 million damage in a single shot, that's pretty much going to require me using the primary special Supercharge, followed by a lot of upgrades. Because, unlike with all the other characters, Railgunner works fairly differently. All of his attacks deal basic damage, and they do not have a chance to crit. None of them. Instead, his crit chance is converted crit chance is converted into crit damage, thanks to their ability. There's a reason for that, and it specifically revolves around their secondary ability, Sniper. The Sniper lets them home in on weak points on any type of unit that they see. If they hit a weak point, they deal critical damage instantly, and a lot of critical damage too. The idea with Railgunner is you're meant to be a mid to long range fighter and snipe out your opponents as quickly as possible. It's my ideal playstyle. Because I don't like being in the fat of combat. I'm very klutzy and prone to death, as you'll probably see as we play. Other than that, Railgunner's basic shots will automatically track targets if they're within a specific range. This can let it shoot around corners very effectively. There. And there's one enemy there. Gotcha. Yeah, the general flow of Risk of Rain is you go about exploring a map, try to find pickups through a variety of means, defeat enemies to get money and experience. Then you use that money for pickups that you can use to power yourself up. Every time you level up, you get a bit more HP and a bit more damage and a bit more stats across the board. Whew! Smoked him. Perfect. Lensmaker's glasses. Increased chance to crit. Again, increased chance to crit means increased chance to... increased damage from a crit instead on this character. Provided I'm making sure to hit weak points. Such I do like to consider myself a careful shot more days than not. If anything, me trying to line up a shot has led to my death more often. I can't help it, alright? I like being a sniper. But yeah, specifically because of how Railgunner plays, Railgunner is an ideal support unit more than anything. Ooh, extra HP on kill. That's Monster Tooth right there. Very valuable. And Drone, which I can't exactly reactivate because I don't have the funds. And there's a Guardian. Wrecked. Wrecked! That's two. Hello, Zaya! Welcome! I'm fairly nooblet to Risk of Rain, but I'd like to think I'm a somewhat careful shot. Hope you're doing well. And I'm not sure if anything's hiccuped graphics-wise. I'll probably take a moment to pause, check that. Yes. Hard. Let's fix that. There we go. That should be a whole lot better to look at. Again, sorry about that. And I believe the shrine was down here. Your objective is to find a shrine like this, activate it, then stay within range long enough for it to properly port you to the next area. Ooh, Wandering Vagrant. Ha! Toasty. Didn't even break a sweat. But he's not letting you sleep. Oh, I'm sorry. Being unable to sleep is never a joy. Okay, no other enemies? Maybe one or two. Wrecked. Simple ice field, nothing to worry about. It'd be nice if I could repair this Warneron, but I don't think I'll have enough time to. So you might as well just get moving. When you activate the shrine the second time, all of your gold converts to XP. Then you port to the next area. Every single area you get to, you are going to be at 0 money, so make sure to build it quickly. And moment to say this, I get super lost on this specific map. Like, to the point that I sometimes miss the shrine entirely. There are mods that make it easier to see, but I at least want to play the base game for a while before I invest in a mod like that. That's you toasted. Could have been a better shot, but hey, I managed. Not seeing any enemies. It'll probably take a bit to spawn in. Case in point. Wrecked. That's one power-up. Tri-tip dagger, nice. I think I have enough for something on this, too. Lens maker. Always. With this character, always. Crit chance means crit damage. Okay, no enemies there. There are a couple of Mirians coming my way. There we are. And one to my butt. Okay, and jump! Every character has 4 abilities at their disposal. A primary attack, a secondary attack, a usually offensive ability, that's likely their ultimate, and an additional supportive ability. In my case, displacement mines. These displacement mines can let me travel. I do hurt myself by 1 damage, but let's face it, 1 damage is powder. And I can have a stock of 2 of these at any point in time. If you're good about throwing them around, they're really good for helping you traverse the field. Case in point. Though, bear in mind, you can still suffer fall damage from your own impulses. Sure, let's pay 50% of my HP for that. This is a void item. The Licit Cell. In this case, adds extra charge of my ultimate ability. But it comes at a cost. Void items will corrupt any item that, that's in a similar category. So in this case, the Licit Cell will corrupt any and all fuel cells I get, such that they will become Licit Cells. It has its pros and cons, because sometimes the corrupted item is something you want more of. As an example, there is one item that corrupts tri-tip daggers, and what it does is has a chance to stagger enemies when you hit them. That's fine and all, but sometimes the extra damage from bleed is more ideal. Wrecked. And I almost got wrecked. Beep. Oh crap. I need to kill things so I can get some HP. Good. Okay. Say hello to Papa Zaya. Ooh, chest. Ignition. Attacks will now light enemies ablaze. Yeah, there's not exactly a safe way of me getting down from here, so I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet, deal with the fall damage. Another penalty that comes from taking a void item, very occasionally void enemies will spawn. They have a lot more HP, they have extra additional effects that make them very annoying to deal with. But honestly, there are worse. There are worse. Beep. Shrine's over that way, because I see the little prongs of it. I haven't exactly shown off the ultimate ability of Railgunner yet, and there's a legitimate reason why. The basic ability for Railgunner is a super powerful attack that lets you deal 40 times the damage to a target, provided you hit a weak point. It takes a bit to warm up, and has a piercing effect. Here's the thing. When you use it, you also become vulnerable for the next, 5 seconds. Unable to shoot, unable to do anything more than move. And use pineapples. Ugh! I got way too close. That was a mistake. Though to credit, I have a hard time dealing with that specific boss, among others. There's another boss that I struggle with. Let's hope we don't see it for a bit. But let's face it, my luck is terrible. I've been trying to get better at this game because this is something I do want to play with friends at some point. I believe Ox has this, such... I've already floated it under her table, I think. Ah. Nice try. Woo. Those acid flyers keep sucker punching me. I never know when they're around until I get donked by one. There we go. And let's play the lottery. Good lottery. Gain a recharging shield. The shield operates on a percentage of your health, I believe. So the more stacks of that shield you have, the bigger the shield will be. It will take about 4 or 5 seconds of not getting hit for it to start to recharge. Ooh. Secret lunar coin. I've been collecting a lot of those. I do know one place to spend it, but I don't know how to gain access to it. I think it involves Shrine of the Mountain. I might be misremembering. I know there is a character tied to spending 5 lunar coins somewhere. Or was it 10? One of the two. Toasty. Give me something good. Hunter's Harpoon. That's actually really good. Provided I'm killing trash mobs, I can move a little faster. And let's throw mine. Whee! I could corrupt that. Let's not. I don't know if there's anything past there. There might be. Because this totally looks like a place that'd be full of secrets. Toasty. I've got nothing. Yeah, I've got nothing. I'm better off not waiting around. Specifically because waiting around is not a good idea. As you might have noticed in the upper right corner, the longer we spend on a stage, the more the difficulty tracker ramps up. Easy to start, and then goes to literally laughing at your face because your death is imminent. Perfect. For every stage of difficulty, enemies deal more damage, more enemies spawn, and generally everything is pain. Ooh, what do we have here? Primordial Cube! I've never really tampered with this one. Let's see. Extra damage to bosses might be useful. Wrecked. I still have yet to find the shrine, though. And again, I run into the issue of these shrines are so damn small. They're so hard to find some days. On the bright side, you can ping it if you do see it, but it's still a matter of, do you see it? And more often than not, from my vision, I don't see it. Pew. Pew. There we go. Did I explore this cave? Yeah, I think I did. Get you in your eye. Easy. Whee! Usually the shrine tends to be on, like, flat ground, but there it is. And apparently there's an extra lunar coin here. Yoink! Let's deal with the boss. Should also open this. Hunter's Poon. Now. Give myself something to work with. mistakey. That's not helpful. There we go. Oh good, a ukulele. Chance to provide a Tesla attack on targets whenever you deal damage. The Tesla attack scales with the damage of the hit, so usually a high-power single-target attack is going to deal more Tesla damage to targets than a low-power rapid one. That means that ukulele's effectiveness tends to vary depending on the unit. Ten to go. And before I leave, probably should take out the remaining enemy. Okay, we're good. Pew! The Abandoned Aqueduct. This is a basic area, if I remember correctly. Dealt with you. Simple. I believe there's a secret here. I don't fully remember what it is. I think it's like you need to find a specific switch in a place, then head down one of the antlion dens. I don't know the specifics. And I need a lot more cash. Good. I should be able to open one chest now. That's you totaled. Ah, great. I hate these enemies. They swarm you when, I believe her name is Bandit Queen comes into play. And they make fighting her an absolute pain in the ass. On the bright side, since I can hit weak points and everything, it's a little bit easier in that respect. Only a little bit. Weep! Oh, that's a pit. That's just a death pit. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Eat you. Let's hit it. Oh! I'm exceeding the boundary, that's why that's happening. Oops. Yeah, there is a boundary to most maps, and exceeding it will slowly tick you down in terms of your HP. In some areas, it's more obvious than not. Ooh, Tougher Times. That's a really good item. It has a fixed % chance to completely negate damage from an attack. It's a low percentage chance, and the more of those you have, the less that chance is. It's like, the less bonus chance you get from that. But still a very useful item to have. This is the secret, I think. I don't know how to access it. That's you totaled. And the bright side, found the shrine. So let's just trigger that. Get moving. Clay Dune Strider. Yeep. So far, good. No. Ugh. I'm surprised I'm struggling so much against this thing. But hey, I unlocked another item. Let's give Railgunner one more shot, because I still have yet to show off the ultimate. Boing! Eat you. Oh boy. Ugh! Okay, that capsule over there is gonna give me some free cash. Then I can immediately hook over here. Oh, that's the shrine. That's the where I started. That's not helpful. There's a big guy. You know what? Sure, let's charge it up. Pew! Fast, piercing shot that deals a lot of damage. Again, since I was able to get the achievement for the secondary version of it, the secondary version is the more practical one, specifically because it doesn't leave you a sitting duck. It deals half as much damage, but it also has an additional freezing effect, allowing you to stun any target it hits for a short amount of time and make it easier to control crowds. It also cools down faster. Wrecked. And give me something good. Jade Elephant. Gain armor for... Is that 5 or 9 seconds? Armor for a time. Okay. Easy free drone. That's something I'm gonna need to do at some point. Get, like, 6 drones together. Because that gets me another achievement, so it lets me unlock more stuff. And that's the thing with this game. You're meant to play it a lot, you're meant to play it with friends. Specifically so you can unlock all the good shit. Turn invisible at low health. Not bad. If I remember correctly, extra stacks of that make it so that you stay invisible for longer, and that it triggers at a slightly higher percentage. I think it triggers at like 33% usually? I might be wrong. I'm getting a lot of Wandering Vagrant. Not complaining, honestly, because I'd rather fight Wandering Vagrant than some certain other bosses. Oh, crap. Get into cover! Ugh. I should have used mine. I want to rinse that. I want to rinse that run, because that was absolutely terrible. This is a item scrapper. Plug in an item of a specific rarity, and you get item scrap. What's the point of item scrap? If I remember correctly, on a 3D printer, there's a chance for an item scrap to be recycled when it's used as the material, 1. 2, it's the priority material for 3D printers. And 3, and this one's actually one of the more important ones, if you don't like an item, you can scrap it and potentially not have to worry about its effects. Because item scrap doesn't have any effect by itself. It's not exactly a waste of inventory space to turn items into scrap, just so you can not deal with them. And hello, Oxidon, and on 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 and on. I hope you're doing well, and I'm sure I wished it to you earlier in the week, but happy birthday! You are now an older bean. Yep. I happened to catch Risk of Rain 2 at a sale, so yay! I decided to pick up it. I decided to pick up the DLC. Oh, ouch. Landed square on your back. Well, on the bright side, at least it was your back and not anywhere else. I don't have enough money for that. If anything, landing on your back is the safest part of you to fall. Less chance for organs to be injured. Why do I know this shit? Tri-tip. Don't tri-tip. Ah! Jerk. Do I have enough for this? Yes, I do. Give me something tasty. Ah! No! Risk of Rain. Not exactly. Risk of Nom. Perfect. Glock you. That's 2 drones. Risk of Nom 2. Where were you when Nom happened? Hi. I just need this. Where were you when Nom was kill? Gotcha. Honestly, if you wanna like jump in for some multiplayer matches, I'm more than fine with it. Ow. I at least partially bought Risk of Rain 2 specifically so I could play with friends. Because, like, I could play this game by myself, and it is super fun, but there are challenges in this game that just mandatory require friends. / people who are good at the game. I'm not good at the game. If anything, I die super quickly because I'm not paying attention to enough shit. At that, I can never seem to find these goddamn shrines. Pew! Shark. I know what's behind me. Toasty. Get some of that. Ooh, Shark Tooth. Always good, always good. And I think that one's the good one? No, it's not. Roll of pennies. I mean, granted, it does have its uses. Every time you get hit, you gain a bit of cash. I think it's like a percentage of the amount of damage you suffer, or otherwise percentage of your total health. I don't know. Regardless, money is money, and money is usually good. Easy 4 shots. Where the hell is the shrine? I feel like I've lost track of it at least like 4 or 5 times now. I'm just gonna have to ping wildly, hope for the best I find it at this rate. Okay, this is the start. It's usually fairly far from the starting area. Whee! A damage item. Ooh. Crowbar is really good. Deal extra damage on enemies that are 80% or higher on their health. With the right set, and especially for this particular character, there are ways that you can one-tap opponent, even the beefiest of opponents. Maybe in here? I mean, there's at least one thing I haven't found here. Get run a one-shot where people are nor police solving a crime that may be supernatural. Cool. Actually, I think I think I remember you mentioning this when we were playing golf. I think it was like Wednesday. A lot of things happened Wednesday. Easy toast. Oh, wow. I am blind. It's right there. Starter up. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, fuck me. Pew. Control your area. Focus on some of the lackeys to start. Ah! Alright, that's her dead. Now focus on the tinies again. Yeep! I am on a whim and a prayer. Whew, good, Rose Buckler. That's gonna be handy. Take reduced damage while you're running. For the most part, characters can't exactly run and shoot at the same time, so that's actually fairly handy. Lets you keep sane. Write up notes on the person who's either gonna be framed as a suspect or killer, or they're just gonna shrug it off. Depends on the person. If anything, they might go refuge and audacity and say, yeah, I'm the killer. And somehow not be. Ooh. Quick 2-tap. Oh yeah, I have gasoline, so that's why enemies are explodinating. Doing it. Sure. I can conquer the mountain. Ooh, especially if I have this. That's gonna let me deal even more damage. Let's see. Going to be the math teacher is using the cursed book for the great equation. The Fibonacci. I knew I should have studied math in high school! I gotta see how many times they figure the blame on people before they find the ritual. Honestly, that's a good way to stir chaos. Whee! Squish! Okay, nothing really interesting here. I am getting free chances to pop shot. All of them have different roles. Makes sense. One's a conspiracy theorist, one is a skeptic that discounts all supernatural. You do have quite the varied cast, credit. smallies. It just occurred to me that I had that one item and I didn't use it once. Maybe. I could potentially see it working out. It's mostly gonna be a matter of figuring out what type of campaign to do, really. What the hell? Flight. No? I already have enough problems on the ground. I'd hate to take to the air if I'm struggling on the ground as much as I am. Ha! Do that. Easy to do a one-shot since it's simple to make a new plot hook. Makes sense. I don't have much experience meddling with D&D, unfortunately. I would like to, at some point, just get myself reacquainted with it, because I played it a one-shot in high school, and that was about it. I liked what I played. I just didn't have the time to... Oh, why nuts? Pew! Pew! Take care of the tinies first. Ooh, we chugging! Ugh! Granted, I brought this upon myself. But of all things, out of all bosses to have doubled by Shrine of the Mountain, Beetle Queen!